What's up, Hippo lovers? We are looking at Liereyy versus JorDan. They are playing for an additional $1,000 because the fourth place gets $4,000, third place $6,000. Best of 5 ahead of us. JorDan in the blue trunks. He is playing Franks, and Liereyy in the red trunks is playing Tatars. This is the moment where I will ask you, Mr. Chat, for some predictions. Overlay seems correct to me. I will go with the wild prediction because I was really harsh yesterday. That I will go with the 3-2 for JorDan. Yeah. Yeah, 3-2 for JorDan is what I can see. What are your predictions? What do you see? 3-1 JorDan. Someone asking why best of 5 semifinals was best of 7. Yeah, but actually, like, the semifinals is more important than this match, kind of. Right? The value gained is like 7.5k if you win there. Nearly math. Well, something like that. And winning here is $1,000 extra. Also, this is mainly, I would think, a match to get the viewers in, to get the hype started, to get those who know names a bit of exposure. Oh. 1 HP. And the commitment here. Liereyy gets the full lane. Interesting start. Some HP lost here down to 21 HP. And the elephant is going back. Oh, what a bad start for JorDan. Ooh. Yeah, this is a really pleasant start for sure. JorDan is now trying to chase this one down. I wouldn't be surprised if Liereyy is even trying to take the fight. No, decides to not do that. And JorDan -1 board. And oh, this is a risky one if you wanted to kill it with the TC. Couldn't really estimate how much HP was on that one. 3-2 for Liereyy, 3-1 for Liereyy. Okay. Reasonable predictions for sure. 2 militia drush here for our Austrian. And 5 on wood already. JorDan now walling his berries in. 3-2 Liereyy. Out for blood? Seems like it. 3-2 Liereyy. Okay, so no one predicting any sweeps here. Feels reasonable to me as well. Remember that those guys are probably the 2 players that I don't want to say trained the most, but certainly trained the most against each other for this tournament. They disclosed that on stream as well. They had multiple matches. Assuming JorDan won't be revealing any secret jail strats for this set. I would assume so as well, yeah. At least none that the Viper seems to be, like, considers to be realistic. When did they play the finals? As always, Liquipedia is a website that will have the schedule for you. Forward villages here? No, okay, that's just the second woodline. Oh, I got scared for a second. Aye. Now goes for the house. Remember, last patch, we actually had the melee damage. Armor. Reduced to -2 now. So militia that does 3 damage or something. Actually does 4 damage. Does 6 now here. And I think they even do like 2 more against buildings. So I think they do 8 damage per hit now. Something reasonably big. What is the green? Oh, that's his initial color of Liereyy. Like initially he was playing green. But I think it's way better, especially for colorblind people, to have the players play in blue and red. I personally believe it should be tournament standard to have them blue and red every single time. It's by far the best. And if we talk about inclusion and being nice to most of our viewers, that's probably what we should go for. Sometimes chat gets really mad at me and people like think, okay, we want to see the iconic colors of the players. Winchester in purple, Teto in red, the Viper in yellow. Liereyy in green and such, but I think making it easier for people that already have it hard in life. This is open, no? Well, didn't he overbury the center? Totally agree till Capture It came out for free. What? Are you trying to rhyme here or? Oh, low HP villager is getting microed back. Nice Trapperino and waltz that one in. Nice defense here by JorDan. We'll save that villager. Good move. Meanwhile, fully walled Liereyy at home. And JorDan now going for the archer range as well. Personal color gives a nice bit of flair. As I said, I absolutely agree. But I don't suffer from color blindness. Right? And if it's unwatchable for people or way tougher to follow and enjoy for others, then we have to raise the question, what do we want to do? Do we want to have maximum enjoyment for 90%? Or do we want to have 98% enjoyment for 100% of our viewers? How many colorblind people are there? I heard that it's, I think, 5% of the population, but it's more often with male, and it's mainly male people watching the stream. So I would think, I wouldn't be surprised if we go up to like 7 to 8% of the viewers that have some form of color blindness. Obviously, there are different versions. If you have like, let's say, black-gray color blindness, or like the white, black, gray, like that you don't see any colors, then it doesn't matter what color we give them. But I think the most common one is that you struggle to distinguish between green and red. Yeah. Yeah, I had no idea it was too many. Yeah, neither did I. Till I read up on it. Colorblind people don't deserve rights. Okay. Sinani coming on for the finals. Are stuck in traffic lights? Well, that's why you always put the red light at top. You don't shuffle them. Otherwise, that would be tricky, yeah. Which player color combinations do colorblind people struggle to see? As I said, there are different versions of colorblind people. And apparently blue-red is the one that is best for most. Father's green-red, he would tilt with this blue-red. Okay, really? Okay, more skirms, more scouts. JorDan now expanding to the side. The skirm. Just dying here. Now some annoyance. Archers going around trying to be sneaky. But JorDan with a nice wall off here at the right-hand side should probably not suffer too many losses. And JorDan is quite annoying here. Huh. Is JorDan going back here? Why? How? This is really surprising to me. Not seeing any army. Tricky moves. Okay, now deleting some of those palisades here. I'm a bit surprised that JorDan was so close and then decided to go back. I think Liereyy is motivated enough to competing for the 3rd place. Well, obviously motivation would be higher if he was in the finals. But yeah, it's probably a question that you have to ask him. And if it's a public question, you won't get the honest answer. Like in a vacuum, a best of 5 for $1,000 is something he would take very seriously. But we are not in a vacuum. Oh, how was this one on over? Top 1 villager down already. And now we see the second one dying. But meanwhile, JorDan losing all his skirmishers. Or at least most of them. Spearman goes down as well. Villagers maybe fighting this one off. Could be an option. Tower was in time. Villagers have to run over there. Liereyy chilling for a short second. Now another house. Do we see more walls? Nice deletion there. One villager goes down. Tower still helps from long distance. Skirms coming around. Ooh, heavy losses here and more houses behind this. JorDan is doing a reasonably good job. Deletes another farm. 2 farms down already. 2 villages down also. And more skirms in production. Skirm count only at 2. Now the scouts are coming over. And Liereyy is trying to go through that one. While obviously this one is open. That's only stuff that we can see here. Skirms in some problems now before the armor finishes, and actually might lose against the hill here of Tatars. Beautiful positioning for Liereyy, and JorDan, maybe the counterattack was not really what he needed there. Scouts, yeah, they found some villager kills, but this is massive damage here by our young Austrian, who is now trying to chase this one down. Scout v Scout, we have Bloodlines. We also have the attack upgrade now for those Scouts. JorDan in quite some problems. Scouts could maybe deal with those skirmishes. More army is coming over from Liereyy. He's streaming in deep, and JorDan is solid 15 population behind now. Villagers bugging out here, or not really bugging out, just being sent back to work. And now they're bugging out. Maybe that one falls as well, while we see more Scouts raiding the gold here, and JorDan is in a world of pain. Military count 17-3, while 4 villagers behind, and it just feels like Liereyy is in full control. Might just loop around the wood line now and go for the second wood line. Now the big question is, when is he going for Castle Age squeezes in wheelbarrow as well? Still some nice aggression. Whew. To answer the question with Liereyy, well, he's at least seemed motivated in game number 1 here. That was a pretty solid approach with all those archers. Tower maybe tiny bit late, and the Scouts, yeah, they found 2 villager kills, but just full control with Lierey's army here. And Scouts with all those upgrades here, as you can see, Bloodlines, and later even the attack upgrade, second, or armor now on the queue as well. Big commitment by Liereyy, and JorDan did not have the answer. Too few spearmen. Too few skirmishes there for the defense. Obviously not the greatest gold, right? This one at the front, this one at the side. JorDan struggled with that one. 1-0 lead here for Mr. Liereyy. Pretty massive KD advantage. Obviously found lots of villager kills. Army high 22 there. And JorDan maybe thinking about casting this one a bit too early. Lost some track of Lierey's military, and Liereyy then flew in and punished quite nicely. JorDan made too much party yesterday. He had a really good stream. He had a really good stream yesterday evening, right? He obviously had birthday. He didn't party. He is not drinking. So that was not an issue. But yeah, certainly a financially rewarding stream for him yesterday. Let's X out the civilizations that we already saw. Franks now getting a loss. And on the other side we have Tatars getting a W. But save the Reno. Financially rewarding? How? Gifted subs. Okay, lots of questions flew in while I was trying to hypecast that, yeah, the last 2 minutes. So maybe you have to repeat your questions. I think Liereyy played poorly yesterday. I didn't like how he played, yeah. I've seen him stronger. Hans with buns. Welcome, welcome. When I see this, I think Winch will beat Viper. Okay, okay. I think Liereyy played poorly yesterday. I just answered that question. What? Did it scroll down, or are people actually copy pasting what I'm already responded to? What's the prediction for this set? Always said that on the start of game 1. I said 3-2 JorDan. What do you feel should be color in 2-2? I feel blue, green, red, yellow is difficult for colorblind people as well. Probably. But obviously, the more colors you have, the more difficult colors you will include. I don't know. Probably you have to ask colorblind people what they would want to go for. Do you still favor the Viper in the finals versus Winch after the past games? Yes. Bro, you just said repeat your questions. Okay, the questions that you asked during the game that I didn't answer. Thank you, bro. We have a co-caster today, T90 for the finals. Oh, Nightbot even knows everything. Nice. Yeah, maybe I was not clear with my instructions there. Okay, Vietnamese against Indians for game number 2. So the medium picks now flying in. And let's jump into it. JorDan already pretty early with the lame here and finds 3 sheep from Liereyy. Pretty solid stuff. And on the other side we have 3 sheep now for Liereyy coming in. JorDan makes it pretty wild here. It's free sheep estate. Yeah, something like that. Something like that for sure. JorDan becoming MBL? Well, he picked Vietnamese for a reason. One elephant there at the front. Huh. Is there a delay for this set? There should be 2-minute delay, yeah. Were Indians always great and people just now figuring out? Or has it something to do with the Arabia version? I think it's a bit of the Arabia version. Oh, that's a risky move by JorDan. He already lamed 3 sheep. I think he already had the advantage. I think this is a risky move. Let's see how he does that one. I'm a bit scared for JorDan. Liereyy not really getting in front of the scout though. JorDan maybe go to the left hand side. Oh, decided to go for it a bit late. Still 20 HP. Can survive another hit from the elephant. Maybe get some scout hits in there as well. And another hit. JorDan, sloppy play. Luckily for him, it was an uphill hit. But JorDan, I think he now needs to run 9 HP on that scout. Not much more that he can do. Who's Jim Rising? I thought a Brazilian. No. South American. Somewhere. Streamer. I think he was a StarCraft 2 player before. Oh. And now mainly plays Age of Empires 4. Do you think it's worthy right now for JorDan to make militia just to lame the hunt after 3 sheep? Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Oh, and Liereyy goes for the lame here. Oh, this will be so much better for Liereyy. Oi. Oh, yeah. Liereyy with the revenge indeed. JorDan simply lost way too many HP there. I think just taking the 3 sheep could have been a good option for him. Maybe he thought, okay, Liereyy had to be out of position. But against Vietnamese, you're obviously somewhat scared. Elephant is now coming back home here. And this one will be 11 sheep and 1 elephant against 3 elephants and 5 sheep. You can do the math, whatever you like. Better. I'm a 3 elephant fan. Oh, this is risky? Okay, you only shot once. Spore set time random after scout lane. It's, I think, the same mechanism like converting. Like, the elephant stands there and every cycle there's a 15% chance that it moves. Something like that. Yeah. Why didn't he take the elephant? I don't know. Maybe he was trying to go for it, but the elephant was already running away. Let's say it's 400 food versus 300 food. That's way too easy, my man. Well, we're not here for math. Keep your numbers to yourself, please. Oh, and we are pushing deer. Ha, try to make math out of that. 100 difference and 140. Pretty much impossible for me. And it's not. He killed the elephant with the town center and is losing all the food. Oh, Liereyy, what a misplay. He can still go up to feudal age even after his 2 militia. But, oh no. Oh no, was that the elephant that was lamed earlier? And therefore had less HP? Yeah, no, it was the elephant at the frontier, right? So that is unexcusable. Oi, 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 oi. Lincicle. Hey, yo. Oh man, oh man, oh man. This is pretty hectic here. Like, unnecessarily unclean. Okay, quick. You still get a chance to predict the outcome of this set here. We already had a wild early game. JorDan bolts in that villager. That one seems fine as well. I wouldn't even know who I would bet on here. I think I would go for Liereyy. Yeah. Who have more control. Similar fuel age timing. JorDan is late with the barracks. No real vision. Oof. Draws from the arrow from the will that jumped into the GC. Yeah, most likely. Hi. Predicted it yesterday. The player with Vietnamese will win. Okay. Let's see about that one. Oh, that's a nice wolf by JorDan. But actually, ooh, didn't do any damage. Archery range by Mr. Liereyy as well. He went for both eco upgrades. JorDan, although he's Vietnamese, still lacking that one. And I'm not sure why he's rushing out the blacksmith that much. A bit surprising to me. Don't really see the necessity. Tone gold for Liereyy, opens with the skirmishers. Already got one ostrich, now going for the other zebra. Untypical that he's sending 4 villagers. Normally he's the person that sends 3 villagers. Huh, I'm a bit surprised. Would it be a solid response, make few militia for defense if you lose the scout, or at this level is necessary? Well, he didn't have the barracks, so it was not an option for him. Normally he doesn't get horse color. I thought JorDan is one of the person that gets horse color and especially heavy plow rather early. I would think compared to population, I think he is one of the earlier heavy plow timings at least.
Good morning, Neely.
Bad angle. Hey yo. JorDan trying to run from this. And game number 2 where Liereyy is showing lots and lots of aggression. Ay. Can't believe Winch made it to the finals of KOTD. Yeah, lots of people did not see that one coming. But he played this one really well. 1 archery range still. Feels like with the production that he has 2. But just outnumbering quite nicely here. Oh, skirms now splitting. Trying to get another kill. Scout. Well, still way more HP here with 18. Some harassment could be an option. Do we see a stable here? Would have been fitting from what we saw in game number 1, but feels like... Oh, we didn't even have fletching from Liereyy. And this is an untypical loss by him. Okay. To jump on the skirms without fletching. Well, maybe he felt so outnumbered that he felt it's not really an option. Plus, we also had the 18 HP scout, right? An 18 HP scout is still pretty solid against 5 skirms. JorDan now going aggressively. Oh, castle edge timing will be hugely in favor of Liereyy, who even waltzed that one off. And we'll be completely safe. We'll be up to castle edge so much earlier. Houses that one up. This one will be fully walled. And he looks, if this one is all walled, pretty bulletproof here. Skirm defense. And JorDan, he will be surprised by the castle edge timing. Oh, maybe he won't be, but he certainly will be far behind. Now the micro here by 2 players that certainly know how to dodge some bullets here. JorDan moves in. Misses a shot. Ooh, that was weird. Was it lagging or something? Untypical move, and JorDan. Yeah, I really don't want to see another skirmisher out of him. Has to think about getting to Castle Edge. Because Liereyy just clicked up here. Villager should not die. Skirms should be coming in. Yeah, Liereyy pulls that one away. KD only 3-2. But it just already feels like Liereyy has lots and lots of control. Moves out here. Is chasing down those armies. Nice splits by JorDan. Liereyy splits behind. Gets another volley off. Not too many kills. But the big story will be the timing here. The timing of Liereyy reaching Castle Age. 2 HP on that scout. Shouldn't really get too much done. 1 archer designated to get the kill there. Is that auto scout? Well, it certainly is the end of the scouts. Whew. Do we need a defensive tower here? I think we might need one. Oh, that will be tricky for JorDan. Also, he will have too much gold here, no? Goes on to Skirm, Archer. He has 8 Skirms himself. Liereyy on 11, but obviously 9 only at the front. Has bigger army for now. Liereyy still no botkin. Dives on that one. But we'll have some losses. Oh, this was good for JorDan. Liereyy a bit over aggressive before he gets the upgrades. Now instant botkin. He can't afford crossbow or elite skirm here. Simply because he was so low on gold. Now drop down a TC. That's quite surprising to me. Okay. So doesn't go crazy. And JorDan can defend this one. And still goes for the tower. Ooh, interesting. So really scared. Really scared here. Doubles down with the houses. All this area is walled. Maybe 3, 4 exposed villagers. And we see 1 down. A second kill. Feels unlikely right now. More skirmisher production. Army pretty big for JorDan here. 23 against 18. Villager count reasonably close. Eco upgrades similar as well. Now some poking here, but JorDan can just go back. The big difference simply is that Liereyy will be sitting on 2 TCs, while JorDan will struggle quite a bit to get to a second TC. Now tries to go for some more kills. Crossbow and elite skirm already in. Would love to see JorDan go on to some more eco upgrades. Goes for some more vision and siege workshop here by Liereyy. Interesting. Could obviously be a crazy strong thing against the mass range units here that JorDan is putting on the field. Verstappen is Formula 1 champion. Yeah, we don't talk about soccer here. Thanks. JorDan got stable and night armor, but can't afford units now. Yeah. He obviously had to garrison the villages a bit, had to get all the upgrades for his skirms and crossbows first, and then can go for 2 knights. I think 2 knights alone actually will do quite a lot here. Four villages ahead here, Mr. Liereyy. Where's the mangonel? Okay, still thinking back. Didn't think to get spoiled here. Spoiled here. Yeah, you're only getting spoiled here. And apparently also spoiled. JorDan waiting for a bit more wood to drop down the TC. And yeah, I don't know. Apparently something big happened today in Formula 1. Good for them. And sad for the others. GG, well, roomed. Now the defensive siege workshop here by JorDan. 10 population lead by Liereyy. 8 villager lead. 30C could be an option. Goes on to scouts. That feels really weird. That feels really weird. JorDan still didn't use his stable. They're trying to loop around. Not an easy task here to maneuver this army properly. And ooh, JorDan goes for the counterattack. Really? Ooh. Okay. Defensive tower here makes lots of sense. I don't think Liereyy will continue to commit here. Or will he? JorDan is pulling more villagers, but obviously has the TC in the back. Maybe Liereyy felt, okay, it's very, very likely that you will play 1 TC, and then I should find a lot of villager kills, and I think he might find quite some villager kills, but not in the way that he expected. And the 2-for-1 trade here, so JorDan has to be happy with that. Army still in the back there, and JorDan, that felt like such a weird counterattack. Like, he doesn't know where he can do damage. It's going to be guaranteed to lose some. And JorDan, let's go into his point of view. Yeah, he knows about at least the walls there. Now sees the TC, instant reaction by Liereyy. And we don't have ballistics. That should not do too much. Another Mangonel coming over. And Liereyy without ballistics either. But still the army deep here. And that feels like a quick 2-0. If Liereyy is making the defense happen here and continues to make some work here at the front. Finds yet another villager kill, now 14 ahead, while the Mangonel should get some kills here. Okay, yeah. And that should be an easy repair on the Mangonel. One villager coming over. Oh, sloppy play by Liereyy, allowing that Mangonel to die. Maybe he was a bit distracted with those two. Is he trying to get away on the left-hand side? Could be an option. He tries to split his army. And Mangonels both chasing the top. Interesting moves, and now dodging that ground attack. Oh, but that one is flying over their heads as well. Now villagers in some danger potentially. That is quite some dancing here. One villager down, and this is so risky by Liereyy. I'm not quite surprised that he decided to dive in more against 3 Mangonels. It's close to impossible to micro, especially if they don't have synchronized attacks, and he's trying to run away but loses most of his army. Kills 2 villagers. But for all those troubles, would have liked to see a bit more army alive. Gets away with some. Mangonel coming over. And now the light cav army is coming over. Remember, extra peers on those. So JorDan might get cleared up here. Mangonel is certainly helping. And that's a lot of low HP units. Maybe light cav now from the top hill could be an option. As you can see on the minimap, more scouts coming over. Now streaming into the screen. Maybe sit yourself over here. You can't really hug the edge of the map because the Mangonel will find the kill. Nice surround here. Liereyy is just tracking all this, and light cav count still untouched, while we see lots of crossbows and skirmishers dying here. Beautiful engagement by Mr. Liereyy, and JorDan simply has to run, and he's not even trying to micro. This is quite surprising to me. Light cav even splitting themselves off, and I think this could mean JorDan might still take a reasonable engagement here. The Mangonel just has to get closer. +1 attack on those light cav now coming in as well. 18 light cav in the field, something we don't see too often in Castle Age. Oh, Mangonel doesn't want to get the final shot off, and that's a brutal KD now. At least I thought so, but apparently we had enough skirms and crossbows dying to the Mangonels that it was way more even than I thought. But still, +20 military, +10 villagers here for Liereyy. Now goes for the tower, crossbow skirms around, goes for the second attack upgrade. I'm still a bit surprised that Liereyy is not going for the third. Town center now dives in deep. Surprised that he's also not committing against the Mangonels. 4 Mangonels out here. Light cav there just committing under the TC. Quite ballsy by them. No shots connecting there at the top. 1 Mangonel down. Second Mangonel dies. Third Mangonel is getting dodged. Fourth Mangonel falls as well. And suddenly we have 26 military to 2. JorDan has to call this one a quick 2-0 by Mr. Liereyy. He is not getting paid by the hour apparently. He is just running over JorDan. Quite a convincing performance. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Whew. Again, JorDan really open gold and couldn't really defend that one. A bit later castlage timing. How did Vince beat this guy? Well, this is crazy promising for tomorrow. And yeah, finals might be starting way earlier than what we would have expected. Let's see. I'm not sure if we play back-to-back games here or if we will have a 1 hour break or something. Yeah. Tomorrow, what did I say? Okay, finals is later today, obviously, if I misspoke. And yeah, JorDan heavily behind in economy there. Yeah, and that was kind of the story. 1.5 minutes earlier for Liereyy, even lost some of the army, but then extra TC and simply adding those magnals so much earlier. And now we have Indians. So pick 3 and 4 taking the W's for Mr. Liereyy, while we have JorDan losing with pick 2 and 3. Both picks 2.5 if you want to use my terminology. Guys, I'm new to AoE2. Where to find guides? Ooh, all over the internet. Depends on what you're looking for. AoE Zone is a website. YouTube channels, there are massive amount of guides. If you are a bit advanced and got the basics down, like some understanding of civs and some understandings on unit counters, for example, then probably you could consider my coaching videos on my YouTube, either where I'm getting coached by people like Dowd, Hera, Viper, or where I'm coaching people on close to all levels. I think I have coachings from like 800s to like 2Ks. It's probably easiest for new players. Yeah, there's some really, really good content for sure. Telling someone to go to Arizona is like telling them Facebook is a good resource for COVID information. Okay. I think the build order guides are nice. If they ask me like, oh, I'm asking for a friendly, inviting community, then I would not have said AoE Zone. You know, if the players are allowed to upload their POVs on YouTube, I think yes, but I would think only 48 hours after the starting time. That's one of the KOTD rules, that you aren't allowed to, like, basically Memp has exclusive rights when it comes to instant uploading. Okay, then let's jump into game number 3 here. Liereyy already leading 2-0 after 40 minutes of real-time gameplay. Looking strong. And now he has Britons, one of his strongest civilizations. And we already saw Britons against Khmer yesterday. And JorDan, after really dominating play going into Imperial Age, could not close it out. And curious to see what he has in store this time. He has a really good map for KOTD Arabia. Defensive berries, gold, massive woodlines. JorDan does not or cannot complain about this map for sure. It's Age of Empires 2 soundtrack in the background, not Diablo. Oh, JorDan going for the lame again. 2 sheep already stolen. Could maybe find 2 more. 2 elephants open again. What's your screen resolution? I think on the screen that you are seeing, it should be 1 higher than 1080p. I think so, yeah. I don't really know. And on my second screen, it's 2560 times 1440, I believe. Yeah, pretty sure. Oh no, I think 2560, 1081p, yeah. Not really. I can look it up later if you really want to know. I'm doing well today. Some doubtful decisions, I would say. Game number 1 looked shaky yesterday as well. 2560 times 1440. Yeah, I don't have that one. I think I have 2560 times 1600. Yeah. It's a 30-inch screen from like 2006. So resolution is a bit off there. Yeah, Twitch. I'm obviously downscaling for Twitch. Yeah. Or do I maybe have 1080 now? I don't know. Some deer pushing by Mr. Liereyy now. Goes for his signature rush again. Such a resolution for 2006? Yeah, I was the absolute boss in my school with this one. Was like during my poker days. Bought that one. Was one of the first things I bought from my poker money. 30-inch screen in 2006. Or like not screen, right? It was like a real monitor with high resolution. Yeah. I finished school in 2008. Okay. Ostrich pushed in there as well. JorDan. That is quite blind what he is doing right now, no? Huh. No, I finished high school, university in 214, 215? Maybe 215. Yeah. I imagine the woman standing in queue just to get a look at that monitor. You would be surprised. Most people would expect that that queue is massive, but actually, no, not a single woman was interested. Which surprised me as well. Yeah, that was one of the main reasons why I bought it. Also, the pickup line, do you want to see my massive PC screen where I play in 20-year-old RTS? Also not really working as well as I would have thought. Would you say Khmer is one of the most unpredictable civs in the opening? Could go fast scouts, fast straight archers. Drush fast castle. I don't see Drush fast castle an option. Man at Arms not really either. Fast scouts, fast straight archers are the two most common things I would say. JorDan off again. Oi, 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 oi. Militia coming in though. And again, a late palisade. Oh man, and the scouting was off as well. Like the micro. JorDan also pushing D and over scouting. This is so untypical for him. At least that one was on point. Saving that villager quite nicely. Okay. Okay, now the defensive archery range here. But yeah, I can see like Khmer is viable in their strategy choice. We have seen Liereyy play Man-at-Arms even with Khmer, and that's some big walls here. Oi, 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 oi. Does not want to be surprised by any wild attacks here. Mr. Liereyy. But AoE is hot, yeah. On my YouTube, I also have a video how I picked up Scarlett Johansson in a club once. Also using Age of Empires. Yeah, if you want to see that guide on my YouTube. I think I called it something like how to pick up every girl or something. Wow, JorDan is so sloppy here. Archer survives, but low HP now. Ay, 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 ay. Women hate that trick? Well, actually, she loved that trick. JorDan vs. Liereyy is a German-speaking match? Yeah, in some form. Okay, now JorDan probably wants to commit here. Does not want to lose a villager. Pulls that one back. Would be a big L if he loses that will, but yeah, not going to happen. JorDan, after some shaky moves, now with a really solid defense. Did JorDan kill a villager at the front? No, he didn't, right? Where did we have, like, JorDan killed a vill? Where? How? Did I miss something? My girlfriend matched me on Tinder because of AoE 2. Really? The walling will? Okay. But how did the scouts not really lose HP? Okay, lost some. Okay. Okay, so JorDan with a reasonable defense, but Liereyy fully walled. Thinking about castling this one up now as well. Scarlett Johansson should be no problem then. Yeah. Such a flex, yeah. MaxTex often talks about stuff with his girlfriend. Wasn't there a story where MaxTex even stopped by like, oh guys, now I have a big question, I'm in a problem. Like, it was Monday, and he was having a date with his girlfriend, and then some dinner or something, and then she said, well, you probably have to go watch some Monday now, I know that you really love it. And then he said like, okay, now I have a problem, like, how much is a wedding ring? Something on that story, like, I probably butchered the story now, but I enjoyed it. What happened to the music? I don't know. 1 hour of soundtrack played through. Yeah, you see how long the stream is running? It was like 1 hour and yeah. So it ended. Is there a hole between barracks and house? I would say no. But I wouldn't be super surprised if there was one. Which AV player is the favorite for ladies? MBL. Quite easily. Okay, castle edge timing will be faster for JorDan here. Even is ahead a villager. Quite surprising. Huh. Cause he's a bad boy? Well, certainly helps. You can select both buildings and see if the selection overlaps. Yeah, I'm not sure if that works with hills. My girlfriend says Hera is the sweetest. My girlfriend is more of a Doubt fan. Yeah. I once dated a girl that really liked Dave. Mainly for his humor, I believe, though. For my birthday, she even baked Doubt pancakes for... no, Doubt muffins for me. Girlfriend is more of an Odette fan. Okay. Will Ellie be invited to play in a tournament? Well, depends on the tournament, the host. And Ellie's skill level at that point. Muffin's 95% done. That actually would have been a really good thing, yeah. JorDan again! Somehow off, right? You sometimes see him shooting and moving. Timings aren't really there. Feels weird. Feels really weird. Okay, at least castling now. Solid 1 minute 20 seconds timing. Maybe can chase this one down. But now he loses somewhat track of those archers. I'm a bit surprised. What happened there? Is he going back now? Is he expecting scouts or what? Liereyy only one archer range. Now goes for some more houses. I'm a bit surprised that we didn't see a second archer range. But if there's a civilization that goes archers and doesn't need a second archer range, it probably is Britain's. Because you benefit from your faster castle age time so much, plus your production from the archer range. So you're reasonably fine. Crossbow skirm. No elite skirm. Rather goes for ballistics first. I don't mind this. Still would like to see ballistics. Elite skirm. After this, goes for the armor first. Interesting choices here. And Siege Workshop by Liereyy knows that the pressure will be coming. JorDan with a lot of control. Crossbow around here, crossbow around there. And that means only one single woodline here that Liereyy can safely take. Lots of upgrades flying in here. Elite skirm's 20 seconds away. JorDan running away. That crossbow will get cleared up. That crossbow likely to die after that as well. JorDan expanding now. We'll go for TC. Would love to see it here rather than here. Okay. Get the right spot. Solid stuff. JorDan moves back with that one. And another rather passive game here. If we compare that, Winchester Liereyy yesterday was just a bloodbath. The second semi-final, more of a passive game, strategic, long games, macro play. This one goes more into the JorDan Viper direction. Maybe fast imp from Liereyy? Well, resources are looking crazy for that, right? Needs a second building. Is building the university now. And yeah, nice observation. Whew, that's something we don't see too often. Maybe Liereyy learning some from Winchester here. And fast imp becoming more and more of a strategy. Isn't Siege always the answer to Britons? What do you mean? For Britons? Against Britons? Number camps could be replaced here. Against Britons? Not really, no. Is Liereyy 18 yet? Yeah, he finished school this summer. Yeah. Why score so wrecked? Well, one player simply has way more map control, way more scouting, while the other player is fast imping. So score will be even worse any second now. More crossbow going down here. Lierey's trying to dodge it. Mangonel there for the defense, and we're up to Imperial Age. 1,000 point score lead here. And we might be pushing this one away. 30C for JorDan. I think we have to see mass skirmishes. But then again, Mangonels should be really good against that. It's good that Liereyy lost in the semi, in my opinion, because he didn't play AoE4. And so if Vinch has beaten Viper, that would have been the claim. If Vinch had beaten Viper, you mean Liereyy beaten Viper, right? Now if Vinch beats Viper, later today everyone will realize it's because Vinch is sick, not because Viper didn't play enough AoE2. Okay, yeah, like... I'm just so annoyed by people trying to say, oh, they played so much AoE2, so much AoE4. Like, Hera played so much AoE2 as well. Yeah. Maybe the day earlier, I would have completely focused on AoE2. At least I knew that the transition from AoE4 to AoE2 wasn't that easy to me, but most of the muscle memory was there. Like, my AoE2 macro is way better than my AoE4 macro, even if I didn't play AoE2 for a month. Oh, Magno shots now. Still sitting on that hill. That one could be a reasonable one. Skirms in some problems. And JorDan, he will look at the score and will not understand what's happened here. Well, might he think like, wow, did you delete your TC or something? What happened there? Banking up the resources to allow himself to get Bracer and Arbalist is Mr. Liereyy. Yeah, I know that you're agreeing, but like the question of you, at least how I understood it, like, is it better because it shuts up the haters more? And then it doesn't really make a big difference, right? Because I'm trying to ignore them as much as I can already. Okay, now Bracer and Arbalest. Now range advantage will be crazy. We have 7 range against a solid 10 range here. This won't be easy. And all of a sudden we do enough damage against those skirmishes as well. 9 damage here. Chemistry could be an option against only 6 armor. And JorDan's now trying to get to Imperial Age as well. I think a longer Castle Age play could have also been an option. Arbalest around can maybe go for that one. I think maybe 2-3 could have done the same job. More Wilds dying. Chemistry will probably be the next attack here for Liereyy, who's playing a 1 base Imperial Age all in. JorDan 3 TCs. Where's he imping? He is going for imp in the furthest away town center. I like that one. Second Mangle here. Arbalest coming around. I think he could have also fought them from the inside. Desperately want to see archer armor from Liereyy. He's not really the guy who goes for that. I've seen multiple games where I've seen like 50 Arbalest from him without the armor. Surprised more players don't go Ram against Britons. Well, in the game yesterday it would have made sense in Imp, but here, like, what do you do with Rams? Where do you attack? He had Mangonel crossbow behind walls. So it would have been a questionable choice. Okay, nice micro there by Liereyy. JorDan, after losing this Mangonel. Oi, 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 more and more villager losses. Liereyy popped 80, JorDan around 100, but lots and lots of them idle now. Clears up that army at the top. More Arbalests are coming over. JorDan with a nice defensive tower. And villager advantage, yeah, is at 20, but if you have more than 20 villagers idle, that's not really an advantage. Finds more and more villager kills here. JorDan, I think maybe even considering out of the, producing out of that TC might be a mistake. And JorDan, look at his resources. He can't afford Bracer. He can't afford Chemistry. He can't afford the last armor upgrade. What can he really do with the imp? Doesn't look like too much. Arbalests are coming over. That's what I said. I kind of wanted to see the longer Castle Age timing. But then again, 7 range against 10 range. Is that really an option? JorDan sees the score, knows that his opponent is playing an all-in. But triple archery range Arbalest production is no laughing matter. Finally, JorDan used the market to afford at least the armor upgrade. I think the attack upgrade might have been a better option, especially if you still have 12 crossbow left. But that's going to be some dead villagers. Another TC dying, and all of a sudden, TC advantage is down to only 1. Well, this one is not properly used either. Mangonel dodged as well. Not a single crossbow Arbalest lost. Those villagers are falling. And JorDan, he's trying to hide maybe one villager using the market here. And that villager will actually make it away. But don't really think that will be game-changing there. And all of a sudden, Liereyy with not only the population lead, but also taking the score lead after the next engagement, most likely. JorDan trying to make something happen, and that was so crazy how those Arbalests just ran over and dominated everything. JorDan simply not finding the answer. TC now getting attacked, is getting repaired as well. Magnus around Bracer comes in, and now we see JorDan being forced to micro. And Liereyy is microing this one as well. But remember, way more range for the Briton player. So he will be happy with this one. But some skirms popping here. And they might find some kills. But Arbalest numbers just so solid. And JorDan struggling to really chase this one at the bottom. So many kills here by Mr. Liereyy. Pretty solid job. Mangonel could get some shots as well. And this could be a crazy fast best of 5. Liereyy feels like in full control. Still a bit better population, but JorDan hanging in. Double mining camp here. Villager count +5 for JorDan. Whew. That That could be a nice popping mangonel. Arbalest though, 40 HP, so mangonel won't get like the full kill with splash damage. You need to delete there to get mass kills. Even kills a second mangonel. Gets one. Okay, gets two. Has to be happy with that. Arbalest back at the top, but JorDan back with skirms as well. Nice awareness. Gets chemistry. Oh, JorDan is making a reasonable defense happen here. Whew. Liereyy worker efficiency. Yeah, that was all the villagers walking down here. So they didn't really gather the resources. Should be getting to way higher numbers now. Mangonel shot maybe. Not even happening. Oh, this is an even game. This is an even game. And JorDan now chasing and Liereyy not really adding any more units. Village advantage was so big and all of a sudden JorDan is pushing back Liereyy. Did JorDan really make it here? Did he hold this one? Bracer? And the last armor was maybe enough. Liereyy needs a castle. Well, he's so far away from a castle, you won't believe it. Skirms continuing to chase. Arbalest continuing to micro back. JorDan thinks better of it. And obviously still has 2 TCs against now 2 TCs of Liereyy. Liereyy forgot eco upgrades? No, he didn't forget them. That is a conscious decision to not go for them. He played fast Imperial Age. You don't really go for them. But yeah, he does not have them. It's 1 eco upgrade against 5. And Khmer have better economy to begin with. Onager shots is now what Liereyy is counting on. He sees, okay, it's mass crossbow, the only army that you can really afford. Onager's 15 seconds away, has only 1 mangonel on the field though. And taking another engagement. Liereyy even selling his last 100 stone. Tries to squeeze out another mangonel, which is now an Onager. Oh, this could be bad. And I think JorDan should probably not expect this. Just moves in. Onager shot up the hill. Missed. Instant reaction by JorDan. Nice move there for sure. Even picking off a relic there. JorDan is thinking about relic number 2. Good job. And now we need to come up with a tech switch. Phew. In 5 minutes, JorDan will have 60 farms though. Yeah, I would bet a lot of money against that, my friend. Okay, Onager connection. Will we see it? That was an okayish one. And Onager still alive. Maybe another shot flies in. Gets some more of those Arbalest. Maybe another shot against the skirms there. JorDan tries to split, but that was anticipated. Ground attack. JorDan losing more and more skirms. Still an Onager at the top. And maybe a repair on that one with 7 HP. 8 kills already from that Onager. And Liereyy continues to push in. Now gets in some scouts, but how? With only 80 villagers, only 27 farmers. Some masses there with +4 armor is not really an option. And the third time that those Arbalests are coming around, trying to be annoying. JorDan cleared it up the first 2 times. Can he clear it up the third time? Feels like the pressure through the center is just so immense. Okay, double skirm. Oh, that Onager aggression. Some villagers being pulled now as well. Liereyy even sent 2 villagers on stone now. Would love to see some outposts. And yeah, nice clear up. JorDan is doing a really good job of dealing with that over and over again. Lightcav out microing all the Arbalest there. Some arrows, but yeah. Won't be the biggest threat ever. Now going for the stable. Do we see more Onagers in the queue? Yeah. Goes up to 6 Onagers already. Holy moly. That's a crazy army. How can he combat that one? Oh, and Onagers now around the corner here. Oh, that's an ugly one. Could maybe even kill the wood line. Could go for the skirms. Could go for the villagers. For now, it's just chilling. Loses 1 HP at a time. Goes for a wild TC here, Mr. Liereyy. And now we see the first shots. Villager dying, Skirm dying, and no real chance for JorDan to engage this one properly. More stables there at the bottom. But how do we go for an improper attack? Maybe if Liereyy moves in a bit too far, JorDan has to disengage. Oranges around, Arbalest here. That's the only wood line that JorDan has to work with right now. Even pulls more and more villagers. If this hill is falling, so are JorDan's chances here to get the third place in King of the Desert 4. Maybe one Onager shot away from losing all this army. Goes for the stable again. Knows that's kind of the only way how he can lose all these Onagers. Sees only one light cav with only +2 armor. He can't be too scared. Another TC falls. Has to be abandoned here. And Liereyy simply going for the stables. Feels like the right move. More Arbalest here at the top is more and more annoying. 15 population lead now. But it just feels like there's so much stronger army. Now the Light Cav are coming in. The Arbalest are dealing with that one quite nicely. Skirms now, after the Light Cav are dying, willing to take the engagement. But that is not an option. GG, congrats. Liereyy takes a crazy convincing 3-0. And it felt like this was not the Liereyy that we saw yesterday. This was so clean, such a nice execution, and JorDan left completely clueless. Phew. Not the set I expected. I predicted 3-2 for JorDan, and I could not be more wrong. That was the Liereyy that we wanted to see today. That was the Liereyy that we wanted to see dominate. That was the Liereyy that actually wanted to see in the finals. Remember, this guy lost to Winchester. Who will play against the Viper next? What a dominance. Whew. And after the first semi-final yesterday, I said, I think Viper and JorDan are going to win both their matches. And this one was so far from right. Im timing, JorDan, 5 minutes after that one. Hi. What a clapping. I did not see that coming. Okay, and I don't know what the plan is going to be. If they are waiting for an hour, or if they are just starting game after game. I'm certainly giving the microphone to Riley and Mr. Liereyy over at Mem's channel.
A little off guard there because Liereyy, you just cleaned up, dude, and we were halfway through a conversation about maybe JorDan is back, and it turns out he was not. Congratulations on the 3-0 sweep, and congratulations on third place, 6K for you, mate. Probably not the result you wanted from the weekend, but well done all the same. How are you feeling about it?
Thank you. Obviously, I can't really be happy about the situation all around, right? Obviously, my goal was to defend the title, and obviously, my performance today was obviously better than yesterday, but you know, I'm still disappointed with my result in the end, even though I just played pretty well. But yeah, still feeling a bit sad about yesterday,
Well, I mean,
especially now that, you know, I played better than yesterday, I would say, and you know, would have had better chances if I played like that yesterday. But you know, it is what it is.
well, I wanted to ask you about that as well, because, you know, today we saw just clinical, classical Liereyy coming out, all aggression, all offense, no defense. What was missing yesterday when you played against Vinch? What was the spanner in the works that saw you go down 4-1 there? Was there a difference between yesterday and today for you?
Well, obviously JorDan and Winchester are different players, right? Winchester is more aggressive, JorDan is more defensive, and I would say it was a combination between he simply played better, he understood the meta better, and also some unfortunate matchups and maps. But he definitely deserved the win yesterday, and yeah, he put me in a lot of pressure. And you know, I didn't really play bad yesterday. It wasn't my best, but I don't feel like I did any crucial mistakes. But yeah, he just simply was better yesterday. That's all there is to it.
Well, I want to ask you before we move on to talking about the game that here we've had against JorDan. I just want to ask you just for your take on Vinch at the moment. He seems untouchable. He's knocked some of the best players in the world out of this tournament, including you. I mean, what are your expectations for the match we're about to see with him and Viper? Vinch seems just in incredible form.
It's gonna be a banger, I believe. I'm really looking forward to it. Actually, I want to watch some of it. Two styles clash into each other, right? One more aggressive, one more defensive. One more macro orientated from Viper, and one more micro and aggressive orientated from Winchester. And I think it should be a close one either way. The way Winchester has played this tournament so far makes me think it's almost even. I would say. I think it can go either way if he plays like this, like he played the other days. It's hard to predict, but it's gonna depend a lot on the draft and the Civ matchups and all those small things as well.
I mean, we're all looking forward to watching it. It's coming up very shortly. But for now, let's turn back to the games you've just played against JorDan. You described JorDan as a defensive player, right? More defensive, at least, than Vinch. What are some of the things that you do as a very famously aggressive player when you're playing against someone like JorDan to take advantage of the fact that they're going to be playing a bit slower? What are the ways that you punish someone who's trying to play defensively?
Well, the good thing about being aggressive is that your opponent never knows what's gonna happen, right? He's gonna stay behind his walls or safely, gonna boom up, and either you can go all in or you can boom even harder than him. So he kind of has to guess in most cases, unless he explores. But in most cases, you're just gonna have a mental edge, right? A mind game edge in that case, and then it's usually either go all in, like I did in the Indian game with 4 stables, or just boom up and maybe go fast in, but then go all in, like I did in the last game. So it's kind of harder to play defensive, but in the same way, when you fight, it's also an advantage because obviously the defender always has an advantage. When you, for example, defend with a mangonel, you always know when you want to fight, when you want to engage. While if you're the aggressor, you kind of have to constantly focus on your aggressive situation, right? So it has pros and cons, but I feel like being the aggressor is still. It depends, honestly. It's a hard question. I would say mainly you're punished by playing either full aggressive or full defensive. Yourself.
It sounds like just from a stylistic point of view, you enjoy being in the driver's seat, right? You enjoy having the momentum, being the proactive player rather than the reactive player, and kind of bamboozling people. We saw. I mean, I want to ask you about the light cav. We don't often see this in the Castle Age, but we saw them really do some work during one of those matches. Is this an example of you trying to be a little unorthodox, unpredictable, or doing something that again your opponent may not expect?
I mean, that's the beauty of being aggressive, right? Most players know my playstyle, they know what's coming. They just don't know when it's coming, right? One time it's gonna come in Feudal Age, like in the first game. Then it's gonna come in Castle Age, like in the second game. And then it's gonna come in Imp, like in the third game. So that's something you can keep in mind as well. If you know your opponent knows how you play, you can also play around that, right? So it's kind of like a double mind game. So I like that kind of. I like to mind game out people. So yeah.
Well, look, it was a joy to watch you play, and even if you didn't make it all the way to the final, Liereyy, congratulations nonetheless on your third place spot here. $6,000 in the back pocket, not too bad. Liereyy, congratulations. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.